My next guest is well on a roll, from multi-platinum hits like What You've Done to Me and Firestarter. Also has an international record deal and was the winner of X Factor back 2012, I think it was. And joining me in the studio, Samantha Jade. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Been a bit of a whirlwind, hasn't it?
Yes, it has, but it's been so much fun and I love it.
The winning X Factor, let's just go back before then. Where were you? What was Samantha Jade doing in 2011, 10, 9?
I was trying to, pursue a career in music, but it's always a bit hard. I lived in the States, and that makes it really hard because it's more people there. So I was trying really hard, and I kind of gave up, to be honest, and I came home to Perth, where I'm from, and I worked with my dad, and he was managing a kind of a mining warehouse, and I was in there counting stock in my high-vis and my steel cap boots, and then I decided...
You don't look like a high-vis and steel cap boots girl.
I'm not. And that's when I was like, okay, this is not for me. I'm not good at it. I don't enjoy it. And I went for the X Factor.
So how long had you been in the States?
I lived there for 7 years.
Chasing the dream?
Yeah, long time.
Came back, got in the high... See, this could be the way for people. Get the high-vis.
Get in your high-vis, people.
And the boots, and then have a crack at X Factor.
That's right.
So isn't it amazing that and now you've been back living in...
Well, I live in Sydney now.
And living in Sydney now, but international record deal. And where did the Pitbull, how did that all come about?
Well, with this song, we recorded it in January in LA, and we loved it, and there was something just so special about the song, but there was something missing, and there was kind of a bridge area, which is after like the second chorus, and you usually want to put something there that's special to kind of sum up the song, and we just couldn't write anything, nothing was sitting, and so we thought, why don't we try and get a feature? And that's always hard for the feature to say yes. And so Pitbull was the dream, and he actually did come back with a yes. So we were like, get on it straight away. So he actually only jumped on it 2 months ago. So he's kind of new to the song. Are
you're spending so much time? I know you were in Geelong yesterday at Westfield.
Yeah.
How much of that are you doing to promote your new material?
Oh, well, it's what you've got to do. You've got to get out to the people. I mean, they're the reason I can do this as a job and put out music, so the least I can do is go meet them and sign their CD and give them a hug and say hi. So we're doing a lot of that.
And where to from here?
Well, it's album time soon. I've had one album out before, but that was all covers from the show, kind of a postcard from the X Factor, really. So this will be an album of originals, and it's been in the making for a while now.
Co-writing or writing?
Yeah, lots of co-writing, and it's just been fun to kind of... I've got a lot of things I want to say in this record, and so it's going to be out in October.
So this will be a personal type?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, my family and I went through a very big year last year, so there's a lot of that in there, and new messages that I want to kind of bring to my fans, and yeah.
What advice would you give to, I mean, yours is a typical tale of you just don't know exactly where the break's going to be. You've got to be ready for it.
Yeah, that's right.
You have got to be ready for it. But
yes.
What advice would you give to young performers?
I would say just keep going. I mean, it took me 10 years to make it, really. I was 15 when I first started getting into the studio. I was 25 when I won X Factor. So it's a long journey, but if you really, really want it, then stay in it and work hard. Nothing comes without hard work, and have a good support system. I'm very lucky with my family and friends.
Going back to Perth, in your high-vis and your boots, did it really make you focus on how much you wanted it?
Oh, so much. Because I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life, and I'm not even good at it. And my dad's here, and I love him, and I love the people, in the warehouse, and it was great, but it's just not me. And they all knew it too. They were like, you need to get out of here.
What about, what was the experience like in LA trying to break in? People don't realise that it's just so hard.
It's really hard. It's really hard, and you really have to keep yourself grounded, because Hollywood's a crazy place, and I've seen a lot of people, destruct through Hollywood. So it's hard to kind of keep your wits about you and keep your head screwed on, but I've got a fantastic family and great friends, and that's what kept me, humbled and working hard.
But you would have, in that time, 7 or 8 years, whatever it was, you would have learned a lot as well.
A lot. I learned a lot, and I gained a lot of experience, so I was much more grateful than I ever would have been, making it when I was that little bit older, and I'm actually glad, I can say now only, but I am glad that it took me that long now.
How did your family feel about you going to live in LA at such a young age?
Well, they came with me for the first few years, and then they moved back when I was about 21.
What a family.
They're pretty amazing, yeah.
So they've been there for the whole journey,
yeah.
and then I'm not going to keep at this. I'm going to come back to Perth,
Yep.
and
yep.
then whammo, you're all over the place.
I know. I'm very, very lucky, and not a lot of people have that support system, so I'm grateful.
While you were in LA, were you doing acting lessons?
No, not really. I was very music focused. I would go for the few acting auditions here and there because you kind of have to while you're there, but nothing too serious, no.
Are you keen to do some acting?
I would love to. I would love to. I mean, I played Kylie in the In Excess series, and that was my first kind of big part, and it was scary, but I got the bug, and now I'm obsessed and I love it.
Have you enjoyed watching Kylie's success on the world stage? Has she been part of the inspiration?
Definitely. I mean, I think for any Australian young, female pop star, she's a real inspiration, and she's done it well and she's done it right, and she's remained so classy, and that's my goal.
She's also been very much in the engine room of where her career goes.
Definitely.
Have you taken anything from that?
Oh, yeah. I think that, growing up in the industry in LA, you learn how hands-on you have to be, and so that's a big part for me, yeah.
Samantha Jade, all the very best to you.
Thank you.
We're going to go out with some more of your music. Shake that.
Thank
Samantha
you.
Jade and Pitbull, and good luck for the big career ahead.
Thank you so much.
It's already a big career. Let's enjoy some more Samantha Jade.